It's week 2 of the National Football League, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Wizards and the Monarchs, coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Set to return, it's Chuba Hubbard. And look at this return. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they're brought out by the 16-year pro, rebounded from an injury last season, Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll give him a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Going to run again with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Catch made by Cooks. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here's Stafford. And he can escape no longer. They roam over and bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. Leading them out, the 3rd overall pick in this year's draft. After a decorated career at UNC, it's Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, 2nd year as a starter took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Going play action, May. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. From the gun, it's May. Finds his target, Patterson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for May. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll take an option to the right on first down. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pickup of 12 on that play. And they're going to have a first down. Moving the ball very well out of the gate here. It's set up now at the 26. To the air on first down, May. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Monarchs start the game off right with a 6-0 lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Monarchs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Stafford now on first down. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one, and that gives them the first.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. It's a perfect play to break it big.
Going from the pistol, Stafford. Catch is made down the right sideline. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Motioning him from the slot right. Another try following the sack. And he knocks that one away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Stays upright. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Third and long now for Stafford. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. They've got first down from the 31. Putting a receiver in motion. Going to the ground again on first. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. On play action, here's May. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for first down. May. Able to hit Patterson, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That finds Ayuk, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. They send a man in motion. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. 1st and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Motioning right is Ayuk. Running it after the penalty. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! The Monarchs pull that in front further. 13-zip. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Monarchs drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. Broke through the tackle. And they'll only let him get up to around the 28 before taking him down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Shotgun snap to Stafford. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Look, got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He has up. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Monarchs and Cordero Patterson getting set for their next possession. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk.
Free up the middle, it's a breakaway! Now he's past the 25, and he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Once again, Patterson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Monarchs take a 20-zip lead. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Prater adds the PAT. And the Monarchs stretch their lead to 21. Now Prater on to send it away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Stafford fits it through the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. To throw, Stafford. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. All right, here we go, 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. Catch made by Cooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now Stafford again. That's caught for the first. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Stafford now. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's 2nd down. Slot receiver headed left. Stafford to throw again on 2nd. This finds Cooks, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play, and it'll give him a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. This one taken in by Chase. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
And he gets taken down immediately, right at the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to have a timeout for the players shaken up, and that's DeAndre Swift in some discomfort and being attended to. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Defense showing blitz. Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm just starting to feel bad for this quarterback and his family because he is just taking a beating before our eyes.
Cam Little now to attempt this field goal. From the same spot as an extra point here, 32 yards. The kick by Shudak is good. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Center return, Nyheim Hines. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. May now from the gun. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Operating from the gun, here's May. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on second and goal. Right back to Patterson now. And he found some running room for a nice gain. They get 8 yards and now only inches to go on third down. Going power with a big tight end. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Monarchs can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on third and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Monarchs grow their lead yet again. Now Prater on to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Stafford. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. Here's 2nd and 7. Completes this one to Chase. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Stafford now on third down. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Monarchs and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First down throw for May. He's on the move. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's May. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So before third down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Here's May. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Made a throw it. That's brought in by Jennings. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. May on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. He'll throw it. Finds his man, Chase. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. So we've reached halftime with the Monarchs out in front in London. Now it's back across the Atlantic to our studios in sunny Orlando, Florida. Let's hear from Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Monarchs and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The rush gets home, and they stick him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even though there's a lot of game time left here, Kate, this just feels like a must for the defense. A little bit of desperation. You cannot allow this offense to find the end zone again, in a massive sack on 1st down. Well, that's the right way to begin this series defensively.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. He's on the move. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jalen Petrie there on the stop. Stuffed at the line a 2nd time, and now it'll be 3rd and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
The Wizards getting all set to punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they're going to take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Slot man in motion left. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they'll have 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air on 1st down, May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Going play action, May. Vacates quickly left side. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Another drive coming up for this offense. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this 2nd half. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Now May on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one sails out, no return on the punt. This offense ready to get going again now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Stafford now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Have had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. They've got a man in motion. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Running back, motioning right. Another try following the sack. Catch made by Cooks. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They'll bring out the punter here. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. Taking a yard shy of midfield. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll give them a first down. From the red zone now. Has it down close. He has the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Monarchs continue piling on to this lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Hubbard with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. Their offense running back out now. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Brought in by Chase near the sideline. And he'll get this up close to the 40 before going out. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. First down, here's Swift. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. And that is a touchdown! The Wizards still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown! Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. On the return, here's Hines. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And you know this firsthand, partner. You get above that 300 mark, you and your offense are going to have plenty of highlights to choose from by this point in the game. We're getting a look at some of them now. You just got to marvel at how well he's played the quarterback position here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Patterson trying this straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's May. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it sets up 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Gets it to the 15. And he's in. Touchdown! The Monarchs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Now Prater on to send it away. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. Oh, what a stiff arm! And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's been a great time at the stadium for this crowd. Their side has turned this into a blowout as we start the 4th. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They're now set for 1st and 10. Stafford from the gun. Has his man, it's Swift. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 24. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Running behind center with Swift. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st and goal, Swift. He breaks, and he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Wizards making the scoreboard look a touch better. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Return starts at the 9. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The home team's ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here goes Patterson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's brought down for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, and they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
This is Patterson on the give. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. That gets him 8, brings up 4th and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The Monarchs out for the punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Wizards and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Slot man in motion right. On 1st down, here's Stafford. Brought in right side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Stafford. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 48. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now Stafford again. He finds Laporta. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And he runs this one in for the touchdown. The Wizards putting up points in a game decided. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
That one right down the middle. And the Wizards cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. On the return, here's Hines. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. On 1st down, they'll start with Gibson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd down, he takes the option right. Oh, the football's loose. It's picked up by the defense. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Now hold on a moment, folks. We got a player in some discomfort after that one. He's going to receive some assistance as we take a brief timeout. Throwing now, following the turnover. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Stafford now. He's got him, that's Swift. And they take him down right along the 30.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. Is in. Touchdown! The Wizards get it back to within 2 possessions. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Wizards get it back to a 14-point game. Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideout. They watch their fumble turn into points, so a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. First down throw for May. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. The give to Patterson out of the shotgun. He still has room inside the 30. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. Once again, Patterson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning from London. Monarchs moments away from a 2-0 start. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Patterson. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right back to Patterson now. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. On the handoff, Patterson. And he's in for the touchdown. The Monarchs have likely locked up the win right there. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Monarchs stretch their lead to 21. Now Prater on to send it away. Hubbard with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Swift. Oh, he lost the football. Recovered by the defense. He's got room to roam here. And they finally drag him down, but not until after a very nice return. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And Brock, they're in a spot where they can just kneel this thing out, even though the one timeout does remain defensively. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He just throws this one away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
That's going to be caught by Cooks. At the 20. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Wizards get it back to within 2 possessions. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Wizards get it back to a 14-point game. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And they come through with the recovery. That one should win them this game. Well, even with that kick, wasn't much chance of pulling off the late comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I think we can take the fork out and you know where to put it.
Yeah, they went out swinging. They did everything that they could do, but it just shows you in the NFL, premium for possessions. And when you stall out early and you dig yourself this kind of hole, awfully hard to come back and win.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Monarchs as we say cheerio from London.